gratitude. Je suis très surpris. C'est comme un rêve. Je n'ai pas... C'est difficile d'expliquer how happy I was, if that makes sense. It was surprising. It was, a shock. I was so grateful. It's kind of crazy. C'est fou. J'espère que oui, mais je pense que dans la vie, il y a les hautes et there's highs and lows. And so I don't know what the future's going to bring. I'm in a much better place now than I was, but every day brings something new, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. You just have to roll with it. So I don't know what the future's going to hold, but I'm in a much better place now. I mean, for me, being a woman in the industry and just in life comes with a lot of challenges. Be able to stand up for yourself in ways that you shouldn't necessarily have to, but the harsh reality is that's just how it is for women in music. But I also think that as long as you keep your heart, if you do well by your heart and your morals and you don't compromise for anybody, you don't have to compromise as a woman. I think there's a big misunderstanding that to make it you have to compromise something about yourself, but you don't. You just have to stand up for what you believe in and put your feet down when you need to. I mean, you definitely have a lot more people trying to tell you what to do or how to act or this or that, but it's up to you to listen to them or not.
So good going down in
it's mixed. There's definitely a lot of people that understood right away and supported it and thought it was great. And it's all about freedom of expression and being yourself, and not just as a woman. It started out that way of the societal norms and pressures that are placed on women to act a certain way, dress a certain way, conduct yourself a certain way, and this video was just saying this to that. It was kind of like, no, I can do whatever I want and I shouldn't be judged for it. And then as the video was being made, we had men in short shorts and makeup and all different types of people, and then it became clear to me that this isn't just a struggle that women face, although it is a majority of it. There's so many people that face this same struggle. So for me, it was no longer just about the freedom of expression for women, but for anybody. If you want to be a man and wear short shorts and makeup, then do it. If you want, you know what I mean? If you want to be a woman and wear all men's clothes, then do it. It shouldn't have to be the societal norms that are placed on each gender are bullshit, in my opinion. And so for the response, I had a lot of people that really understood that and supported it and loved it, and I had a lot of people that thought that it was way too sexual and it was way too this and whatever, and that's their opinion. They're entitled to it, but it doesn't faze me. I just think that's who I am, and so I don't think about it. I don't think about it when I'm writing at all. I just think that is a lot of times the way I express myself, so it comes out through the music. But it's not necessarily my intention when I'm writing. I think it's just everything comes from me, and it's all very personal, and so that's kind of my view. So of course it gets kind of splattered out on the page. Yes and no. I mean, I'm a very positive, happy, optimistic person a lot of the time. But everybody has their insecurities. Everybody has bad days. Sometimes I have bad weeks. I can get very down on myself. I can compare myself to other artists and think, why am I not doing that? Or I should be doing more. I'm not doing enough. And so I definitely have that side that I just don't think I'm doing well enough, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not this. But I think everybody has that sometimes. You know, it's insecurities and they creep up on you, and so it's difficult to. It's work to work through those, but I've dedicated a lot of my life to working through that and to not letting that kind of darkness creep in too much. Although I think it's natural and it's healthy to have doubts and to have insecurities, because then if you can work through them, that makes you a stronger person. So yes, I'm happy, and I'm very happy where I am, and I'm happy with my career, but I also have bad days, you know, just like anybody else. And I don't look too far into the future, but I look for more, and I'm always thinking, okay, what's the next thing, and what's going to happen then, and blah, blah, blah. So it's also a difficult thing to work to just be in the present moment as well.
At the river, trying to wash my hands clean of the scars and the
Whiskey and cigarettes. No.
Whiskey is okay for me, but
yeah, no. I definitely, it's kind of just a natural thing. I did have nodes, like vocal nodules, which made my voice, it's actually a really bad thing for singers, and it made my voice go a lot lower, and I'm still working through rebuilding the strength in my voice since I had those, but yeah, I just kind of let it out, and it comes out the way it is. I don't know, I've never taken lessons, I don't know. I was definitely influenced by Adele and Amy Winehouse, two artists that I love, as well as a lot of other classic rock artists. I grew up listening to classic rock, but I also grew up listening to folk as well. I don't think I've ever tried to sound like anybody. I've just kind of let it out. Whatever comes out, comes out. I don't try to make my voice sound any certain way. It's just whatever feels good. But I definitely listened to them growing up, and they influenced me a lot. But I'm not trying to sound like anybody.
Tell me who you're fucking.
They're both so different. I love both. I don't think I love one more than the other, because they're almost uncomparable. Because writing, it's an entire different energy. You're very zoned in, and there's the creative space that you're in, and you're getting a lot out, and it feels new and exciting and everything like that. And then performing, it's a completely different energy. It's also exciting, but in a different way, and you're feeding off of the energy from the crowd, and I love both of them equally in different ways because they're so different.
Fear, regret, call it collect. Keep it in tune, don't mean to be rude, but he's sending me.
Peut-être parce qu'on parle français un petit peu, alors ça c'est un bonus. Mais non, je ne sais pas. Je pense que les artistes qui arrivent en France, c'est parce que les personnes aiment la musique. Je ne sais pas qui ça, c'est les États-Unis ou Canada. Je pense que c'est la musique. Je sais pas. When we were on Tratata, c'est la première fois que je suis dans France, et il y a une audience, et I was able to meet people and show them the live performance like never before, and to be able to speak to Nagui and everybody. It was amazing, and it changed after that. I feel like there was a much stronger presence in France, and it was a lot more exciting to come back because people actually got to hear the music, and kind of it really started everything, I think, for me over here. So very grateful for that. Oh, that's tough. My songs are so personal. It's hard for me to pick just one, because I feel like each song, it kind of explains. Chaque chanson expliquait un temps dans ma vie. Alors, le rush, c'est un temps quand je suis dans un appartement et je travaille 3 jobs, et je jouais musique et ça c'est un temps de ma vie. Et Nice, par exemple, c'est un autre temps dans ma vie quand je suis ex-boyfriend, drama and stuff like that. Funeral, c'est un autre temps dans ma vie. Et alors, il n'y a pas juste une chanson qui expliquait moi as an artiste, mais the rest, that's a good one.